invasion that came after and not before surrender. The entire 11th Airborne Division has been moved from Luzon in an amazing night and day operation. Just 18 miles from Tokyo, spearhead forces that will see occupation. As the planes land, the Japs clear out. The proudest day of all for these skyborne veterans who went through the hells of Leyte and Luzon, as the first American flag goes up over Atsugi. While Japanese officers make an appearance, troops prepare to fan out, heading south for Yokosuka. But first they greet 5 liberated prisoners who hitchhiked for miles to see their fellow countrymen. Earlier in the waters off Okinawa, our vast Third Fleet was ready. Under an air cover of 1,200 planes, they steamed for Tokyo. The pattern of occupation was filling out. Aboard the Missouri, Admiral Halsey and his staff saw the end of the road for them. Behind them was an array of naval might that had blasted the way for Japan's final defeat. All these 400 ships and 500,000 men were ready now for the occupation. Then, rough weather, storms and typhoons that delayed our operations for 2 days. And for the first time, films that show how U.S. Navy tankers supply our fighting ships with oil and gas during storms and battle. Refueling at sea, a difficult and dangerous operation. Now our fleet enters Tokyo Bay. Outside Yokosuka, a Japanese tug comes alongside the cruiser San Diego. Jap envoys and pilots board her to turn over secret maps of the heavily mined and fortified waters. The machinery for surrender begins to spin. It's hard for even a Jap observer to control his curiosity under these circumstances. Steaming up Tokyo Bay, our men see midget submarines like those that struck Pearl Harbor and pocket Jap destroyers. Then, by plane from Guam to the USS Missouri, flagship of Halsey's Third Fleet, comes the commander of the Pacific Ocean areas, Fleet Admiral Nimitz, who signed the surrender for the United States. At the once great naval base of Yokosuka, the first U.S. seaborne forces arrive, Marines of the famous 4th Division. No shells, no guns, no bombs impede this landing on Japan's sacred soil. The conquerors swarm ashore, first enemy invaders in Nippon's 2,600-year history. The occupation is officially begun. Our flag goes up at Yokosuka. Medaled Admiral Totsuko surrenders to Yanks in their working clothes as Japanese reporters and newsreel men record the event. Vice Admiral Carney, Halsey's chief of staff, accepts the surrender on behalf of the United States. Nearby, the fire-blackened hull of the battleship Nagato, once the pride of Japan's fleet, is surrendered too. The superstructure of the 33,000-ton vessel is torn and warped by pinpoint bombing. The American prize crew finds the Japanese sailors arrogant, even in defeat, like their army comrades, feeling no humility or remorse. As still another flag goes up on the Nagato, the final act is near its end. The stage is set for surrender on the mighty battleship
at anchor, polished and strong. General Jonathan Wainwright, haggard from his long enemy imprisonment, has been flown from Manchuria. General Doolittle, in just 22 minutes, one great phase of history has ended. Out of Washington comes a message on the surrender from President Truman.
God grant that in our pride of the hour, we may not forget the hard tasks that are still before us, that we may approach these with the same courage, zeal, and patience with which we faced the trials and problems of the past 4 years.
Roaring over the Missouri are almost 2,000 planes, symbol of the great fighting power that brought us victory. Today's power for a better world of peace.